Alright everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins, the Ultimate Collection. I have decided which one I'm going to pick. I'm going to be playing as an elf rogue for the series. This is one of the characters we did play through as, so I don't really have anything defined as far as the features for the character or anything like that, but I'm not really that worried about it. So pretty much what we're going to do now is start the Let's Play series of the game and run through this and all of the other little side content of it. So I'm going to run around here. I'm going to show you guys where some chests are and some other little things that can help you out along the way. You can sell a lot of stuff in this game, so depending upon what kind of gamer you are, if you liked playing Skyrim and you liked running around and finding chests and loot and being able to take it and go sell it, this is a really good way of doing that. And you know, if you were the player that wasn't really that worried about it, you just kind of liked getting whatever you could find and having the decent stuff versus trying to pick the hard chest and get the stuff that you can't really find anywhere else. Obviously it's however you want to play the game, but this is just how I like to play. So just going to go ahead and take advantage of all this stuff real quick before we continue. I touched on this in one of the tutorials. I don't know if I said it in every single one. This game is it's very open, kind of like Skyrim. It's a little different as far as cut screens and stuff like that. Obviously, it's a little older of a game, but pretty much areas like this don't stay the same forever, if you get what I mean.
You don't want to go into the Tower of Ishal. It's off limits for now, I'm afraid.
You pretty much can only be in certain areas one time the way they are at this moment, meaning that this area right now will be entirely different in probably about an hour or two of us playing. And also, you don't have to worry about falling off the map at all. This game doesn't let you fall. I don't even think you can jump in this game, to be honest with you. But anyway, so pretty much where we left off, Duncan had us brought in over here. We met the king, and then Duncan told us to go explore, go see what's going on, and then meet up with Sir Alistair, who is the other Grey Warden, to continue our little adventure. So now I guess a little bit of a backstory. The reason why I chose the elf was pretty much just because after I did all of the run-throughs of the game, the elf ended up being the only person I picked to be a rogue, and that's the class I wanted to go with just because I like the ability to get chests and find loot myself and not have to worry about having a party member that has it. Obviously that is an option, and there are party members that you can find that can loot stuff. I believe there's 2 of them. I just don't want to wait for them. You get a lot more warrior characters and a lot more tanky players than you do rogues and mages. So for me it was kind of a no-brainer which one I wanted to be, but that's just my own reasoning for it. So yeah. And obviously, like, you can see all these locked chests and stuff I'm able to find, and just kind of get a hold of everything I want. Then we can go in and adjust our character, which I'm going to do here real quick. I have a bow, right? Yeah. And you do have to kind of pick what you want as far as your armor goes throughout the game. There is different armor and ways to play. Obviously, you kind of just have to decide how you want to play yourself and then go from there. There's a lot of different types of metals that you can find with all of the different weapons as far as like axes, swords, great swords, knives or daggers, and
I'm
maces.
sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
So,
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
alright, that's the Mage Guild, the Templars. They like protect the mages. They're their warrior class, so to speak. Um, just gonna run around here real quick. I might cut some of this out. Just me going and finding stuff. Um, because there are quite a few chests scattered around in every single area for you to find things that are locked. But again, it's kind of up to you as far as how much stuff you really want to go look for and find, and how much of the map you really want to traverse to go find everything. So that leads to the Kakari Wilds, which we can't get to yet. Obviously, Logan wants us to go ahead and take care of meeting with Alistair and becoming a Grey Warden first. But this is the first camp you get to. This is going to have all of the starting people in it. You can obviously explore just like I'm doing now. I'll show you where all the rest of the camps are and where different people are to buy different things at and stuff like that. So,
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
and I'm also reiterating myself with where everything is and
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
starve.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
I guess we'll go ahead and be
Lucky
nice.
dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Small price to pay.
So?
This might give us some
Brought me some food,
XP.
I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
Don't really know if that gave us anything. Alright, so pretty much like you just saw, talking to different people and being in different areas gives you different quests. Right now, again, I'm not really worried about getting the quests. There are quite a few from the people in here to find, but it's kind of up to you whether or not you want to go do the side quest to get a couple different things and different items. Again, it's a personal preference.
As you say.
That course of action is inadvisable. That course of action is in... Welcome, young man. Goodbye. That course of action
Aww.
is inadvisable.
See what he
Welcome,
says.
young
I'm
man.
interested now.
I am one of the tranquil, my friend. I am of the circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on purity. It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not. Goodbye.
So there's another little backstory of different people. So those are obviously the mages. You have the infirmary up there and the guard and the rest of the forces up here. This is the blacksmith shop. He does have some pretty decent stuff.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously? You're... Oh, yes, of course.
You can cut people off too, just like that.
Please forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... Well, it's simply been so hectic. I never thought... But please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special. Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
So this is pretty much where you can go ahead and sell some of your stuff depending upon what you have and what you don't want anymore. Like, I'm not going to use this dagger anymore, so I can sell that. Now, do keep in mind, though, whatever you end up selling to him, it's gone. So you sell something to him that you weren't really wanting to sell, it's going to bite you in the ass. So, suggestion is don't sell anything you don't want to lose. So, that's pretty much all I can say. It's not rocket science. It's all pretty simple and straightforward. It's kind of just, like I said, picking your poison and deciding what kind of a player you want to be, what kind of stuff you want to do, and then kind of going from there. And then, just picking your items from there on. And then obviously different items are going to require different things, just like you saw the axe needs strength. Strength obviously is going to allow you to do more damage, plus also wield more items. So the more items you actually have or not have, the better the items are. 9 times out of 10, it's going to need you to have a higher strength to wield it. And obviously don't be too deterred if you choose like a rogue or somebody like that doesn't normally have a lot of items like that. It's not that big of a deal. You can kind of run your character the way you want to play. So if you want to have a bunch of swords and stuff and have some decent weapons, it's all pretty much really easy to do. I am going to go run down here real quick and grab this quest from this guy. This is where you get a dog, if I'm not mistaken.
This isn't
But
good.
we'll find out real
To
quick.
waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first. Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down. Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon? There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre. Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Okay, so that's another just little side quest that you can get. Obviously, all the X's right here are people or places that you can go talk to. Oh wow, I definitely called him Logan. His name is Duncan. The king's name's Logan. But anyway, like I said, pretty much you play the game the way you want to play, and there's a lot of different storyline and a lot of cool little details about the game. But right now we're getting ready to go meet Alistair and go get everything started. That way we can continue on with the game.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage. And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before? I've only fought them once up close. And that was before the battles here started, which Duncan has kept me out of so far. Tell me, did you find them as monstrous as I did? You'll be at an advantage then. Most new recruits have never even seen Darkspawn. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Okay, so I guess they're gonna do another tutorial.
What now?
Okay, so Alistair is the first person that you actually can get a hold of. He is going to pretty much be one of your pretty key people, depending upon how you want to play. I mean, it's really up to how you decide to play, but Alistair is somebody that can be pretty well enhanced, and he actually does pretty damn good. So, again, it's just kind of a personal preference of people to keep with you. You do end up with quite a bit of people towards the end of the game, and the added DLC adds a lot more people to your campaign. So it's kind of just up to you how or who you want to use, how you want to play, and what company you want to keep.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How do you do?
And this here is Daveth, a fellow from Denerim.
That's me. I'm a fellow.
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
Yes, let us begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. The scrolls contain treaties promising support, treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay, so this is pretty much what I mean. This is a full party of people. You always be traveling in groups of 4 once you get